Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
At any moment, nuclear hell could rain down on us all, and still you don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help you survive. We are your bomb shelter. We are the only ones you can trust. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because now you're writing. Do you want to just skip to the point where you start writing monologues? Like, what is.
I mean, I could do that if you'd like. I had some ideas.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Everyone loves it. They haven't told me they love it, but I know in my heart of hearts that they love my script.
Who is everyone?
I don't know because they haven't said it, but I know that they do. Everyone.
All right, well. As soon as anyone hears about this podcast, maybe everyone will like it. But
everyone in the world, everyone that hasn't heard it will love it. Don't worry. Okay, let's get into our Dear Abby segment.
And don't act like you didn't just keep looking from the script to me for some type of a fucking approval of like, this is good, right? This is good.
That's me. Yeah. Well, I mean, I want someone to tell me I did a good job. My parents never told me that like my art was good or anything like that. I told my dad that I wanted to be like a professional vocalist or maybe an actor when I was 14, and he told me that I was stupid. You know, I just want someone to appreciate my art.
I don't know, maybe we should appreciate your dad's insight.
He just goes, "What are you talking about? Are you stupid?" Like, well, I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
See?
I don't know.
I had the same thing, but my parents, in all of their wisdom, just ignored what I was saying and went back to arguing.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other thing.
No, I just
problem.
Just figure, they were right. They thought he'll grow out of it one day, and then I didn't.
No, you never did. You're kind of. Maybe they should have told you were stupid, actually.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm getting
You're
at.
Right. Maybe I should appreciate my dad more. Now I'm a podcaster. Instead of being a famous actress in some indie films or something, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
To 100 people max.
Yeah, on a good week. Yeah.
On a good week. I did so good, Dad. Are you proud of me?
Yeah. Take that,
Daddy.
Dad. Take that, Dad.
I'm a comedian now. Not a very good one. That's beside the point.
That is, yeah, maybe you should like either shut your kids' dreams down or really encourage them, because otherwise they're just going to get into comedy, and that's just...
That's the worst possible. Oh, you want to do drugs? Okay, that's fine. Comedy club? Yeah. What?
Can we
just go back to the heroin?
You turn that fucking Chris Rock shit off right now, all right? Any fucking ideas? God, now he's moved on to harder stuff. He's watching Richard Pryor.
Oh, no! Avert his eyes. Cover his eyes, Mom. Cover his eyes. Little Billy. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry. Dear Abby, this is from Keg.
Okay, good.
What is your favorite and least favorite team in Sonic Heroes, and why? I think out of all the adventure era games, that one has aged the best and is still really fun to play. Obviously, my favorite is Team Chaotix, he says. And their theme song fucking rules.
And their theme song fucking rules. That's Keg.
That's what he sounds like exactly. Everyone knows.
I really like Sonic. I don't know why people don't like Sonic.
He sounds like a cockatoo.
You sound like that, Keg. You sound like that.
He does. It's true. I hate having pleasant dreams because I have to wake up to a reality where everything has gone wrong.
Yeah. You can answer the first part. I don't know what that means.
So Sonic Heroes.
I don't give a shit what that means. I should have rephrased that. I don't know and couldn't care any less than I already do. It's baseline not knowing about it. If I know about it, I'm going to care even less because I'll become, actually, I might care more. I will become angry over it. I do not care about Sonic.
You should care about
Why?
Sonic.
It's gay. Fuck
Sonic is amazing. We love Sonic. Sonic is a hero. And
Abby Chan.
also in Sonic Heroes.
Who cares? I've never even heard of that game.
It is probably the best one from the GameCube era of Sonic games, right?
Literally.
You got like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 and all this stuff going on. But then you have Sonic Heroes, where you have like 4 different teams that you choose from, and they each have 3 people on the team. And that you go through all the storylines, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good game.
I literally own all kinds of Sonic games because they came in a bundle. I had them on PC. Couldn't even figure out how to play them, so because like you needed a controller, and I couldn't set the controller up, so I just said, I guess I just won't play that.
You could just get an Xbox controller with
they
a
were
thing to plug
$10 for like 80 games, and I'm pretty sure that's not even a third of the Sonic games.
Yeah, you should get a controller and play Sonic Adventure DX.
I think that's one of the ones I have.
Probably is. You probably don't have Sonic Heroes though, because I can't seem to get it on PC. I would need to get like an emulator or something, and they always are janky. So if anyone has any recommendations on how I could play Sonic Heroes on a PC, or maybe, you just want to like commiserate about this wonderful game, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbbi.
Shit about
you can
Sonic.
talk to Bryden about it at One and Only Bryden. That's the number one.
Get blocked real quick. I blocked a guy today. I had him muted forever, and then I was like, I checked the thing. I was like, this person's muted. I was like, that guy still sucks. So I just blocked him.
Yeah. That's what I did when I looked at your account, but then I didn't block you after because I thought you might notice.
Oh, I wouldn't give a shit either.
Okay, no, but to answer the question, I think that I mostly played Team Dark just because I like Shadow the Hedgehog. He's a cool guy. He's fun. I like their storyline, and Rouge is like breaking into the facility, to get him out, and that's fun. But I played Chaotix a lot too because they had like different levels with different goals. It's a lot more fun, and they had a really cool like opening scene and stuff. And then my least favorite, he's asking me these questions. I'm answering the questions. Stop making faces at me. And then my least favorite team, probably the worst team, is Team Rose. And everyone that's played it probably agrees with me. Amy's annoying. Cream has an annoying voice. Big the cat is adorable. He's the only redeeming quality of that team.
How the fuck does Sonic make...
a big fat cat.
Yeah, I assumed he was a grande gato, all right? But like, how the fuck is shit from Sonic gonna make things from the goddamn Mushroom Kingdom and Mario just sound totally reasonable? I'm like, yeah, it's Toad. It's a Yoshi. You get Bowser. Like all those things make sense when you're like comparing it with breaking into facilities and Sonic. Gotta go fast. Chili dogs. All that shit it sucks.
Chili dogs are just in the one cartoon.
I guess. I don't know. Also, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was better than the Sonic cartoon.
I never saw a Mario cartoon. I didn't know there was a Mario cartoon. Sonic X is fun. It's like Pokemon if it was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Pokemon also not that great.
I disagree. I like Pokemon.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you fucking... How many mascot outfits do you own?
I don't own any.
And how many are you saving up for right now?
They're very expensive.
Yeah,
Brian.
okay. I'll bet you
we
know
need more
how
patrons.
I'll bet you know how much they cost. It's furry bullshit. Abby Chan, dude. Fuck that.
Look, I want everyone. I'm going to put out a poll after this episode, when this episode goes out. Instead of who won, it's going to be what is the most dateable Sonic Adventure era character.
So you're just attaching my name to this fucking bullshit?
Yes.
Because they're all hedgehogs.
No, they're not.
I guess the one guy's a cat. You're right. Yeah.
Tails is like a fox. Okay. There's cats. There's a bee. There's an alligator. There's a bat. They're all different animals.
All this is
There's only two hedgehogs. It's Sonic and Shadow.
It's just fucking 3D Neopets, dude. I really... it's so gay. It's so
You
gay.
never even played them.
I
I think that
have.
you
I
need to
played the
play.
first one. It's a fun game, not as good as Mario. Like, it's just never been as good as Mario. I'm sorry.
You need to play the adventure game.
I could just play fucking Mario Galaxy.
Well, you're not any fun, and I don't appreciate how negative you're being.
Look at the
Charmy
fan base.
B.
Look at the fan base. Look at the fan base.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Well, you're one of the more normal ones compared to the
For some reason.
Sonic fan base, dude. It's not a good thing.
Do you
Why?
think there's literally any other like girl who likes Sonic as much as I do that
Oh
is
yeah.
just like moderately attractive and not obese? Am I the only one?
No, there are. But they're weird, no shower people.
I shower every day.
Well, that's you could be their queen. Like you could just go to these conventions and like
I would be their queen.
yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
I should be.
You'd be like, I shower, and then like you're
Then
good.
everyone will flock to me. They'll just
Yeah.
like kneel. I
Like
give you my axe
and you'll
and
fit
my
in.
sword.
You'll fit in because nobody there's had a job either. So you'll be good.
Exactly. This sounds better and better. Are there Sonic conventions? Where
Of
do I
course
go?
there are. It's a huge fan base.
But are they going to be wearing the weird suits like
Yeah.
furries and
100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah, except not as well made either because why
So
would
they
they?
have to like home make the freaking hedgehogs fight.
Yeah, and a lot of just dudes with cardboard spikes running around a convention center.
That sounds like so much fun, actually.
Does not.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
No.
What if we live streamed it for Here to Help?
I will be removed.
And we tried to help the people.
I'd be like, oh, what? How are we gonna cure autism?
I was just going to encourage them, really.
So you're gonna not help them at all? You're gonna be like, no, keep
I-
doing this. Keep doing this.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's cruel as shit. You run into these people. What you do is you go, you got to knock this off right now. This is fucking weird.
Maybe.
Like the only good I guess last Sonic game that I say I actually enjoyed was the one for the Dreamcast when it came out.
Was that Sonic Adventure, though?
I think it was. Yeah, it was like
I
it
think
launched
it was.
with the Dreamcast.
I think Sonic Adventure 2 was on there, too, maybe.
Probably, but that's the only one I remember. I was like, wow, this is cool.
See?
Well, it had
It's
more.
great.
It had more to do with that. It's like a legacy IP at the time with Sega, and it just the power of the Dreamcast at the time was really, really incredible to look at. And now it's like still looks fine, but no,
Are you one of those guys that only plays like new games?
no. Play a lot of Mario.
Okay. New games and Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play a ton of Nintendo. Like my Switch is just, I'm like hungover. I just play Mario Maker 2. But a lot of those suck, so I'll just play like Super Mario World, ton of that, or Mario 3. I like Super Mario Brothers 3. But yeah, I've beaten those games a billion times in my lifetime. It's just fun to do.
Okay, let's move on to our Reddit advice segment. Is everybody ready? We need like a drum roll. Do, 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 do. I can't hear you clapping. I'm sorry.
Oh, but they can hear it, and guess what? That's your parents in the next room.
My parents are not together. They haven't been for a very long time. From Skuxy, there's a lot of letters going on there. Opened up to my girlfriend about childhood trauma, and she burst out laughing. This one was submitted by Erica. Thank you, Erica, very much. She finds some weird ones sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I guess she goes out of her way.
Yeah, she's helping.
Yeah.
She's helping the helpers. Pretty much title. My girlfriend of 6 months burst out laughing after I opened up to her about childhood trauma. We had just had sex and were cuddling when I opened up to her.
First of all,
Basically-
he deserves it because you do not cuddle. That's ridiculous. You roll over, you go, see ya, and then you go to sleep. That's what you do.
You're such a. That's why you're such a
That's
loser.
that's what you do. You go, see
I
ya,
don't.
see
You're
ya,
stupid.
and then you point with your thumb at the door, and you're like,
But I live here. Basically, when I was 12, I was bullied a lot about my weight. I used to be overweight, but I've gotten into shape since. The bullying led me to having self esteem issues for years that I really had to work on. I told her about how the bullies would make fun of my weight, one of them calling me crunch cake, and she busted out laughing. Because it's funny.
yeah,
That's the best taunts. Like how kids will come up with just it's nonsense. Crunch cake. Like I get it that it's cake.
cat pee girl.
Yeah, well, that one makes more sense. I feel like this really hurt my feelings, and she hasn't apologized since, even though she knows it hurts my feelings. What should I do?
You should just suck it up and get over it. I mean, like, she was not laughing at your trauma.
She was laughing at the word crunch
Yeah,
cake.
it's
Like
a
that's a
good one.
funny that's a funny term. That's like it's just silly. It's like a kid insult. It's fun.
Well, it's got the K sound to it as well. K sounds are funny.
Yeah?
Crunch cake, like that's
Crunch cake.
yeah. You know, I don't know. She was just laughing at crunch cake. It's funny because she doesn't see you as a crunch cake anymore.
Well,
Although,
yeah, she's never seen you fat. So she's not looking at you thinking crunch cake and laughing that you're a crunch cake. That's not what's happening here.
why would she hasn't apologized for laughing at crunch cake? Crunch cake is
What
funny.
a woman.
It's pretty bad.
He's so whiny.
Also, I mean, he's like, "Oh, I have trauma. I was overweight and people teased me." It's like, well, buddy, everybody got fucking mercilessly teased in school. Some
Dude,
of
I
us
got-
for years and years and years.
Especially Bryden.
It wasn't great, but you know, it was worse for
worst
some
one-
kids.
I had a flat as a board and never been nailed. Literally, like several
That's a good one.
boys would follow me around the hallway just chanting it. Like, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah.
Like that, but it's flat as a board and never been nailed. And at some point, I got so fed up with it, I started starting rumors about myself so that they couldn't say
Oh,
it
no!
anymore. I did, yeah. And it's just like, and it stopped. It worked.
They just started calling you whore.
Well, because someone else had started a rumor about me, and instead of squashing it, I was just like, you know what, this might actually help.
Oh no!
And it actually was fine. No one ever called me a whore, and I got friends, and people stopped making fun of me, and I didn't even have to do the thing. It was amazing. It was like magic.
They were like, "Anal Abby, anal
No,
Abby."
no, all the taunting stopped. No one was making fun of you for that.
Oh
It's
god!
amazing.
God damn it!
It was magic.
That's the saddest thing I think I've ever heard. It was so bad that you're like, yeah, I'd rather just call me fucking Deep Throat Abby. It'll be fine. This is so much better.
I mean, it was better.
God damn it, that rules.
It's brutal out there for like 14-year-old girls, dude. It's brutal.
Oh, but no, I mean,
Can you give me some freaking time? I just started puberty. Like, can I have like a little bit of time here before I get made fun of for this? Like,
God damn, that rules.
and it bought me time.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my advice to this person is to stop being a whiny bitch.
Yeah, just shut up. Like, it could be worse. You could have to start rumors that you give foot jobs. Like, you're fine.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have told that story.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
that's
it's
the one I should have kept to myself.
It's hilarious. And I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that
Can you imagine how obnoxious that is to literally have boys following you around the hallway between class chanting at you and everyone can hear? Like it was very traumatic. And you laughed at me.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. Here. Here's what being a guy is like. The chanting went on where only the other boys could hear. And it was usually just faggot, faggot, faggot.
Well, maybe you should have stopped being one.
Well, you know, and then here's the worst part of all. This happened out in the open for several days. It was just a game to not too hard, but to just hit me in the jaw.
In the jaw?
Right in the side of the jaw. Yeah, not enough to really hurt me or anything.
What did you? Why? Why did they dislike you?
Small. Because I was small, and my friends did it to me. And my friends did it to me, and they started as a joke. And actually, the lead friend, Kevin, the lead friend, he was the leader of our group. Kevin, after he saw other people doing it, he was like, "That's not cool," and he didn't like it anymore. But it was like, yeah, it was fine when just like 5 of us did it to me. So yeah. I'm sorry. The people chanting at you not only were right.
they were correct, but that's beside the point.
It's just factual things that they're just saying loud.
They were taunting me with
well, I don't know. You had to be a liar to get out of it.
I did lie. Maybe I'm the bad guy here.
I think so.
I'm the bad guy. What was that freaking...
Falling down. Michael Douglas. Yeah. I'm the bad guy?
Am I the bad guy?
Yes,
you're a freaking bad guy. What do you mean? You've just shot people. Like, what?
Well, he just wanted to go home to his wife. But we didn't find out until the end that she was like, don't ever come home, Michael Douglas. You know, you're scaring everybody.
She was terrified from the first scene she was in. What are you talking about?
Well, we didn't know that.
She immediately called the police. It was very obvious.
We didn't see that scene for a while. It was until the first phone call.
It was like when he was in the burger place.
Right, after which
is pretty early.
Somewhat early.
The burger place was the best one.
Yeah, because it's relatable. I mean, but everything escalated from the burger place. Like when he gets the rocket launcher from the Nazi and all of that. But like we were rooting for him when he's like when like the gang member like whatever comes in and is you know a piece of shit, and then you know you're like, okay, this guy's pissed about the price of a Coca-Cola, and you're still on his side. You're like, damn, he's just having a bad day.
But no, because it is bullshit. Freaking 50 cents is what it should be for a can. Like I agree.
Yeah. That can of Coke. How much? Wrong answer. Yeah, great movie. Great movie.
Okay, this is now a film analysis podcast.
Well, we could do an episode of those.
Legally Blonde.
I mean, yeah, it's a good movie, actually.
I haven't seen that in so long. I wanted to watch it because it's on Netflix right now.
This is a good movie. I like Legally Blonde.
Next up, can I use binoculars while sitting in my car?
What?
If I'm sitting inside my car.
What are you looking at? I mean, yes. But if it's a nude beach, no.
If I'm sitting inside my car on a public street, is that illegal?
I don't think so.
He says not actually looking inside anyone's home, but I feel like he probably is.
Oh, I
mean, maybe it's a bird watcher.
From in his car.
Why would you be on a...
Yeah,
that wouldn't make any sense.
What a nature lover he is sitting in his car.
What is he looking at?
I don't think he wants to tell us.
No, he doesn't.
And that's the whole post?
Yeah, that's the whole post. And people were saying that it's suspicious behavior and someone might call the cops on him, but they don't know if it's illegal, basically.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
I mean, technically, you could just be like, well, yeah, I have binoculars in my car in case I see a bird.
Yeah, what? I mean, sure, you can do...
Maybe the username can help. It's throw RA Grapes. I don't know.
That doesn't help me at all.
It doesn't help.
I don't want to start just digging into guys' posts on this show where we're just like going around looking for trouble. That seems weirder than... Yeah, it seems a little weirder than sitting in your car with binoculars for...
You can legally sit in your car using your binoculars. You can't look inside anyone's house and they might just assume you are.
They won't, hey, but the thing is, they can't prove it and they won't know. So if you do want to sit in your car with binoculars and look through your ex-girlfriend's window, You can do it. You can do that. I don't know what you know.
The next day when you come back, there's going to be cops patrolling the area looking for you and your car specifically, but you could do it.
And all you have to do is tell them, I'm just bird watching.
Watching this bird through
Yeah.
the window. Maybe she shouldn't leave her window open.
I mean, that's a weird thing to post.
I have another weird one. I think we've given him advice. Eggshells stuck in throat. Question mark.
What?
I was eating some fried eggs.
Wait, what do you?
And I didn't and I didn't notice that some eggshells were there. When I did the next bite containing the eggshells in parentheses, I noticed something, so I chewed it well because I thought it was the crispy part of bread, but no, they were the eggshells.
You're fine.
Then I threw out all what I had in my mouth, but I swallowed a small portion. Now I notice that my throat is kind of dry, and when I swallow saliva, I notice something there. So is the eggshells stuck in my throat, or I'm just imagining this? Thanks.
I mean, it could be either one, but I mean, it'll eventually not be there anymore. It also could just be like it's irritation, because you
Yeah.
chewed up a bunch of goddamn egg shards.
I've had this happen with chips before.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can like feel it in there, it hurts kind
yeah.
of. You eat something else, like something soft, like oatmeal or mashed potatoes, or just find a piece of bread that's not toasted or something, and then you take a drink after,
Well,
and it'll be gone.
Careful with eating just untoasted dry ass bread though, because I see I'll get that same reaction sometime with just the bread, and I'm like, why won't the bread go down?
Oh yeah, maybe it like balled up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm eating just dry bread, I'm squishing it a
Yeah.
little. I'll squish the bread. When I was a kid, one thing I don't know why well, I know why I'm remembering this now, but what an odd thing. I don't know. We're just, we're doing childhood memories. A big thing I would like to
We do
do.
that a lot.
I know. But a big thing I would like to do.
That's what the show is.
I would
Remember when?
yeah. I would take just like a piece of just white bread, right? Like fucking not Wonder Bread because we can afford that, but
Oh, it's the fancy,
not
fancy
not
Wonder Bread.
not the fancy Wonder Bread, But then I would put just a bunch of sugar, like granulated sugar in it, and I would roll it into a ball and just fucking eat it. And I thought it was a genius. I'm like, people are gonna love this. Obviously, it never took off. But what a fucking strange thing to eat. I mean, it must have been gross.
That's not that weird. Honestly, that's not that weird. So English people do a thing where they just put like sugar on their buttered toast.
Sure.
And growing up, I would do like cinnamon toast in a skillet with butter, with cinnamon and sugar. It's not that
So
far
you just
off.
made French toast without the maple syrup, essentially.
No, without
Lazy.
the eggs and milk. It's
Yeah.
literally just cinnamon and sugar on buttered toast made in a skillet. Yeah, I mean, it's not French toast. It's just.
It's basically French toast.
You know what else you could do though? You could do that with like a tortilla, and it gets like the sugar hardens, so it's like crunchy,
Ah.
like a sweet chip.
Sweet chips.
It's really good.
All right, fair
Really good.
enough.
Anyway, I don't think that's that weird. I
I,
mean, the balling it up is a weird delivery system, but I used to ball up just white bread and then eat it for fun when I was a kid.
well, see, I think you're not understanding that the center of it was nothing but just a bunch of sugar.
Yeah. I mean, that's not that weird.
I don't
like
know.
Ghetto donut. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean, yeah,
instead of like a cream filling, it's just dry
granulated sugar. Yeah, it's just sugar. No, I thought it was gonna be a genius.
amazing.
Like fucking
You,
8 years old, and I'm like, these are gonna sell like hotcakes one day.
well, maybe you should try it.
No. Oh God, no. Think
You don't think that?
no carbs and sugar and a fucking not worth it? No thanks.
Well, that's fair.
We don't even have bread in this fucking household, dude. No bread. Can't have it.
Man, I had a single piece of toast for dinner, buttered toast.
Sounds delicious. Toast is good. Like,
Yeah, no, toast is good. Well, I realized I hadn't eaten anything, and I was just like, I should probably eat something. My head hurts really bad. But we're going to. What are you nodding about? Sorry. Okay, we're going to move on to the next story. I think we gave that guy enough advice about the eggshells.
Yeah. That's a dumbass question. Like that's fucking retarded.
I don't know why. Okay. Am I the asshole for what I named my son?
Are you we're still not saying slurs on this show. So just call him an asshole and that's fine.
Okay. I'll be careful. I'll be good. But this is not what you think it is.
Okay.
Don Terrius. No, okay. I had a little boy recently, my third. We were over the moon and excited to tell family. I live far away from my family, so mainly communicate over family group chat. I don't get to see them very often as it's expensive to fly, and they all have kids too, so it makes traveling a bit tricky. So when I messaged my family recently, introducing my son with his name, Oliver. Normal name, right?
Yeah, it's a dork name, but yeah, it's a normal name.
It's very popular. It's in like all the top 10 boy name
Really?
lists right now. Yeah, it's really popular.
Like I said, because you haven't heard it in a long time. Nobody, like, I've literally never known anybody named Oliver. And you just call him Ollie, and then it's. But is Peaky Blinders to blame for this? Is there a goddamn fucking.
No, I think what it is, because there's a lot of like old lady names on the baby girls list. So it's either like made up, crap that doesn't make any sense, or like ethnic names, or like old people names. Like
So-
they're just trying to bring them back.
Just kind of like a bell
That's
bottoms
trendy.
thing.
Yeah, it's just trendy. Like there's like Isla is popular, like
Isla?
ASLA, like, which is like an old lady name sounding thing. I feel like I don't know. And,
Yeah.
like Elsie and stuff. I don't know.
Huh.
It's like your grandma might be named these things.
Yeah. Well, my grandmother's name is Elizabeth.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't know. You know.
Okay. The general response was positive because it's a normal name, is why. However, my brother and his wife, who are both nearly 40, sent me a nasty text and wouldn't speak to me.
That's insane.
I didn't understand why, as it was a short message and didn't explain anything, just that they were angry about his name. Since they wouldn't speak to me, I rang my sister. She explained that they had taken offense and that they thought the name was too similar to their daughter's name, Olivia.
What-
She explained
what?
they were
Those are-
very angry with us.
those are-
Oliver and Olivia.
Those are different names.
Yeah, it's like the boy and girl version, I guess.
I guess, but still weird.
Yeah.
I-
She explained. Well, why wouldn't you be like honored
Yeah.
too? And people have like, especially women, they'll have baby names in their head for years before they have kids. Like, who stole from who at that point?
Oh, is
Like,
that what women have in their heads instead of good ideas?
Those are good ideas.
They're just names. I can come up with tons of names. Isaac,
No.
that's an old guy name.
I guess it is.
Albert,
Albert is a good one. I like Albert.
you got Cornelius.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa is not a name. That's a sandwich topping.
That's a sandwich.
Sandwich
That's a
topping.
Yeah, you caught yourself there. Okay. How is that a sandwich topping? Who puts alfalfa on their
Alfalfa
sandwiches?
sprouts?
Well, I've never heard of that on a sandwich.
Go to Jimmy John's in some locations.
In some locations.
In some locations, they've got them on the West Coast. Not
Limited
over
time
here.
offer.
No, go to their website. It says alfalfa sprouts available at some locations, and it's better.
Okay. Well, I'll have to try it next time if they have it at these locations. She explained that they were very angry with us and not willing to speak to us at the moment. I was completely shocked, and it's all been very upsetting. I've spoken to my
nuts.
parents and my other sister, who were also confused by their reaction. My sister-in-law, like, yeah,
Like I don't know. Somebody talk to those people that are clearly fucking meth addicts.
yeah, there's something wrong here.
That's a weird reaction to just be like, "What do you mean you name your kid Oliver? Our kid's name is Olivia." It's like, well, What are they? Are we allowed to like also drive cars and wear clothes? This is
No,
fucking nuts.
you're stealing it. My sister-in-law has said to them that they might be willing to allow us to use Oliver as a middle name, but if we use it as a first name, that will essentially lead to an end of relationship between us and them.
That is a weird reason to stop talking to somebody, and I am infamous for stopping talking to people. That is a nut. Sorry, there's a fucking fruit fly on here.
He's just trying to smack it.
That's
He's very
That's
distracted.
where all the claps are coming from. But
No, he's just excited to be here.
yeah, he's our
He's
one
just clapping
listener.
like a little
Yeah.
autistic boy. Just like
Podcast. On the radio. On the radio.
this is bad.
It's not a good episode. No.
This is not a good
No.
situation they're in.
But that's just wilder than shit. Like, I mean, like if they also had a daughter that they named Olivia, or if it was even like a Jerry fucking like a goddamn Seinfeld situation where it was like Soda, you know, and then you're like, I also am naming my kid Soda. Then I mean, it's still stupid as shit, but it's makes more sense than no O names.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that they're similar, but I can't imagine being upset about it. I might think I would probably think it was cute. Just like, oh, the cousins, they're going to have similar names, Oliver and Olivia. That's so cute. Like, that's probably how I would react.
Yeah, I
If
don't.
my kid.
And I've never thought of those names as related, to be honest with you. But they're
They do sound similar. I mean,
Sure.
they're pretty close, except for a couple letters.
okay. But I'd like to ask, would these people be mad if it was Brandon and Brian? And I'm going to say probably.
Yeah, I think they might just be looking for something to get mad at, honestly. Like maybe they wanted to cut off ties anyway, or they might just be psychotic or on drugs and they just get mad this easily. I don't know.
That's just an odd one. And the thing is, it's not like just one. Typically in these stories, we find that like just the husband or just the wife is mad. But it sounds like they're both mad.
Well, okay, so if one spouse is like, no, you need to back me up, then they'll both act mad. So that could also be it.
I mean, I wouldn't do that. If like Erica was mad about something really retarded, I'd go, no, you're retarded. This is stupid. Just go be mad then.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are overcompensating for the popular, like the more common scenario where like husband always sides with his mom no matter what.
I wouldn't
He's
do that
never on
either.
his wife's side. And I think that some people, so I do know people that like the thing is like the husband always, no matter what, no matter how wrong she is in the fight, always will cut the people off for her. And his parents are the exact opposite. Like the husband never, ever, ever would stick up for her. And I really do. I think it's like an overcompensation, like a reaction to what they saw growing up. So they will just always, no matter what, be like, well, she might be right. I mean, I'll just support her anyway. Happy wife, happy life.
Oh no, I don't believe that fucking bullshit for a second.
I mean, it's a technically true statement.
I don't know. If you gotta live your life that way, fellas, just get a fucking divorce. Because
Yeah, if you have to be kind to your wife and make sure she
being kind
okay.
and taking her side on some dumbass thing like this, which is clearly insane.
No, yeah.
Also,
That's
yeah,
not really
if you have to provide
keeping her
with,
happy. If she's cutting off people for no reason, that's going to make her sad eventually as she isolates herself.
which is funny. So maybe stick around for that, have a side chick, and then just be like, oh, guess what? I'm all you have left. See ya. And then you go,
Okay.
there's the door. And you point at it with your thumb and you roll over and go to sleep.
You just really want to go to bed, I feel like. You just keep talking about rolling over and going to sleep. Okay. I don't feel I have to justify or ask permission for naming my son, and I feel they're being controlling with double standards. They've never asked anyone permission for naming their children, nor have any of my other siblings. We have different last names, and there's only 5 years between there's nearly 5 years between their Olivia and my Oliver, not to mention we live in different countries.
Okay, that's fucking nuts.
It's been weeks now and they still haven't spoken to me or reached out. I don't feel like I've done anything wrong.
No.
You haven't.
Yeah. It just.
What you should do, my advice, do not talk to these people because even if you changed your son's name to make them happy, in a year it's going to be something else.
Yeah. No. Good lord. Doesn't even seem like they really like these people or know them.
Yeah, they live in a different country. They're 10 years apart in age. So, like, if you're 10 years away from like, you're not close to that sibling,
No.
usually.
Yeah. No.
So,
Fuck
who
those people.
cares?
Yeah.
Who
Fuck
even
those people.
cares? Like, you don't need to talk to them. Yeah.
That's bizarre as
I just
shit.
thought it. Yeah, I thought this was an interesting one because I keep bringing in ones with like dumb, baby names and then like people getting mad about baby names because they're dumb. But then I saw this and I was like, but Oliver is the normal one. Like, that's normal. Like,
I thought for sure we were,
yeah.
it was like, yeah, they're mad. The
That
whole
I was
family's
being.
mad. I'm naming my kid Keyboard, but keyboards are, like every time actually when there's a dumb baby name, I'm like, that's a stupid thing to name your kid, but whatever. That's nuts. They must be like some type of weird foreign or something like that.
They're probably European.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna do. I think we might be about 15.
We got 20 minutes left.
Okay, good. Okay, so I have one here. We're going through a lot more stories today. That's good though. That's
Well, I mean, two of those stories
great.
were I've got
I
something
know.
caught in my
Great.
throat, and can I be a pervert? Those were real quick ones. It's like
I
drink some
thought I would just
water,
bring
and
silly
I
ones.
guess.
Yeah. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that I'd choose my hair over her any day of the week?
Well, I'd have to see this hair, but probably not. 'Cause, well,
I
think
wish
about it
that
with
he had
hair.
posted a picture. I was looking. I was like, did he post a picture and a reply? Like, I couldn't find it. I wanted to see the hair.
Well, here's the thing: if you've got good enough hair, you can find another girlfriend. I mean, like,
Especially this guy. The hair he's got. He just needs to learn to play the guitar if he can't. He's going to be good.
there you go.
It doesn't matter what his face looks like. Literally, just learn to play the guitar. You're gonna be fine.
That
If
does
you've got
work.
good long hair, like you're gonna be fine.
It does work. That's you could. And hey, if you don't want long hair and you're a chunky guy, just work on your singing skills, play an acoustic guitar. The ladies love that. They just love it. They don't care. All you gotta do is you don't even have to actually be in a band. Just find some obscure band
Just
from way out of town. Tell them you made it and go, oh yeah, I just moved here. My guitar, I'm waiting for it to get shipped in because you're so rich, right? And then
no,
you
just
can fuck them.
so you can use the music programs that have like fake drums and fake bass and all that, and just be a one man band and make your own music. It doesn't matter if it's absolutely horrible because she won't know that it's horrible. She won't know, but if she likes you, she's like, oh, I've got a musician boyfriend. She's gonna brag about it and tell her friends about it because you're a musician, and they're gonna be like, this is terrible, and she'll defend you.
No.
She'll defend you.
See, you want the music to be good. Also, you don't want to become her girl or her boyfriend. You're missing the whole point here.
I
Abby.
guess I don't understand.
Yeah.
We haven't even read the post,
Just-
and I'm
just-
missing the point already.
fellas, let me tell you right now. Tell her that you're too shy. You just moved to town. Pull up, say hi to your mom. All right, that's an old band. None of these girls are gonna know about "Say Hi to Your Mom." But recite the lyrics and just be like, oh, I'm just too shy to sing in front of you. I just tell her like, this is my old band from out of town. I'm wanting to start a new one. It was just, do that, and then there you go. You nailed it, and that's the sound you'll make because you're gonna come instantly. And it'll be good. And then you go, I'll call you. And then you don't. Don't call. Oh, I don't have a phone.
I don't have I'm too cool to have a phone.
Actually, I think,
Technology, man. I'm trying to unplug.
yeah. Just like, I'm just really not into social media. I don't have a phone. I don't have a TV because like I don't watch
That's what
Netflix.
People will ask me like, "Oh, what's your, are you on social media? Can I follow you on Facebook or something? Are you on Twitter?" And I'll get like directly, "Are you on Twitter? Can I follow you like just in public or like at church or something?" And I'm always like,
No.
"No, I don't. I don't have any. I have Twitter. What's that?" Like just And they're like, but I saw you open Twitter on your no,
Well, no,
no,
you know how
you must have seen someone else do that, ma'am.
you know what you do, because you can still view Twitter with a banned account. If that ever comes up, just go, oh yeah, my account
Oh
got
yeah,
banned in 2016. I just still check
I
stuff,
used
but
that
I can't
before
post.
because my in-laws, someone I had mentioned seeing something on Twitter before, and my father-in-law immediately was like, "Oh, make a Twitter, I'll follow you." And I was like, actually, I got banned yesterday because I said something bad about gay people." And he was just like, "Aw, man, that sucks." Yeah. He was just immediately like, "No, actually, yesterday, it's the craziest thing. I didn't, it wasn't even that bad of a thing about gay people either. But they're real touchy over there." Like,
I think the moral of this episode so far has been
it's
just
Abby
lie to
lies.
everybody. Yeah, just you're a liar. I mean, like, I see when I do it, it's called sales. Or, but no,
I'm
you,
acting. I'm an entertainer.
yeah. Well, you act like a fucking cunt right now, to be honest with you.
What have I even done? I didn't do
Not
anything
the
wrong.
show
I'm being
well.
nice. I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. Okay.
You're so mean. Why
Well,
are you so mean to me?
get good. Be good at
I'm
broadcasting.
I'm trying really hard,
It's not good.
Bryden.
It's not good enough. We've got fucking paying members of this organization here. If we made them into a board of directors, you'd be fired. That's all I'm saying.
Do you really think that?
Oh,
Do you think they would?
100%.
Can we are there polls on the Patreon? Can we take
That's
a
also a
poll?
terrible idea that you constantly have is polls.
I like polls.
Yeah, well, we ruined
We should
that.
do more polls.
Wait,
No, wait.
I don't think you'd make it in that career, but so you're ruining the podcast now. You're gonna ruin a local strip club. People are like, do not go on Thursdays. She's so annoying.
She just talks the whole time. She thinks she's doing a podcast. She tells these jokes, and nobody can tell when it's a joke and when it's just her venting her trauma on everyone. It's oddly alluring.
And now, everybody, coming to the stage. It's just go ahead and leave. Cat Piss Girl.
That would be my. Okay. Maybe I should actually read this post.
Okay,
We have
give it a
only
try.
read the title.
Give it a try.
I will give it a try. We've been together. Sorry.
Nice. See, this is exactly
I'm
what I'm
doing
talking
fine.
about. No,
I
she's
just swallowed a
burping
lot
endlessly.
of saliva. No, it's fine.
She's just burping.
We've been together for 4 years now, and aside from getting my split ends cut and little maintenance stuff like that, I haven't cut my hair since 6 years ago.
Damn.
It's down to my waist. I keep it incredibly healthy, and I usually have it in a man bun. I love it.
Wait a second. That's gotta, if it's down to his waist, even if he's
It's a
short,
big old man bun.
that's like
He's
yeah, it's like a Rasta thing going on. You seen him when they get all
Yeah.
the dreads up? I mean, it looks cool to be honest with you, but it gets a little
I've
out of
had-
hand.
I've had my hair down to my waistline, which is a little bit higher because I'm a woman. It's not like my hips, I mean like my actual waist.
Mm.
Um,
And you're taller than shit.
and
anyway.
yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, and I would get these like huge poofy buns, and I would wear my hair in a bun all the time because when you have hair that long, it gets tangled too easily. And it's just like these huge, like poofy, like floppy buns that would just like
Yeah.
flop when I walk. It was very goofy.
Yeah, it just does sound kind of dumb. I think down to your waist is a bit long there, fella. This is a guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bit long there, fella. But if that's what he's into, then fine. But you can't expect other people to not go. That's kind of retarded.
Yeah, but if he's in a metal band, it's great.
No,
could
down
just,
to
like-
his waist. No, you go a little bit down the back, maybe like to your shoulder blades.
You could use it like as a weapon if it's down to your waist, though. Just like whip it at people.
Who is he fighting? Other faggots?
Yes. Don't you? They have like fighting rings.
Those are called mosh pits. What the fuck do you think a metal show is?
I, I, I don't know.
I mean, even
I
the guys
love
from
it.
like Amon Amarth weren't down to their goddamn waist. And they, they had crazy fucking long hair. I don't know if they're still a band or not. If they are, they got to be old guys. But they, the windmill hair shit,
That's so fun.
it's goofy as fuck for sure. And it looks awesome. But it's still not down to their waist. That's crazy long hair. It's time
That
for
would
a
be a lot
trim.
harder to control in a head banging situation.
Yeah, that's down to your waist. It's like, I think you're underestimating how long that is.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's got like 36-inch hair.
Okay, wait. So what you do is you only do like a bun for like the top half, you've got like a half up, half down look, and then you get like flowy robes and learn martial arts, and you can just pretend you're a martial artist from like
Why would a martial
580 China.
why would a martial artist have really long hair? Seems like anybody that
They
you're in
do
a
in the
death metal.
wuxia I watch.
Okay, that's not practical at all. That's why they shave. That's why monks fucking shave their head and shit. Yeah, I
They
like.
look
Why do you think that soldiers do not have long hair?
so you can't grab it, I'm
Yeah,
assuming, and it
yeah,
doesn't really fit in a helmet.
yeah. I mean, mainly the first part, but the second part is a
But
great
martial artists, they
observation.
fly on swords. Who cares about
Well,
their hair?
martial arts is a real thing, right?
No, it's basically magic. They fly through the air and kick people in the face and fly on swords.
Nope, that's not what the UFC's like at all.
It's exactly what I'm assuming it's
I
like.
mean, occasionally some guy will like show off and like jump off the side of the cage, but like,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, when they jump up, kick off of it and kick somebody. I mean, but they're showing off. They're already going to kill this guy. That people are not jumping on swords.
Okay.
And you can't have long hair.
I might be out of touch. I don't really get out much.
I mean, even if you go out, it's just not happening a lot. You just stay inside, and I don't think it's happening there either.
You'd be surprised. I love it. I'm practically obsessed with hair care. I can't. I'm sorry. I cracked myself up too much. I'm sorry. I can't breathe. I'm turning red. Okay.
Okay, George Floyd, figure it out.
It's down to my waist. Oh, wait. Okay, where was I? I'm constantly making sure all the products I use are good for hair and trying to find other products that may be even better. I keep my beard clean shaven, and I have a porn stash. So he has no beard, but he has a mustache.
Yeah, he's got one of the ones. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. The whole time we've been together, at least once a month, she will desperately try to convince me to cut my hair, saying she thinks men look better with short hair.
Okay, then date one of those men, bitch.
Yeah, why is she with him then? Why would you try to change this dude? He's obviously been growing it out a while.
I
don't know.
It just reminds me of that Ancient Onion article where it was like girlfriend hates man she turned her boyfriend into.
Yeah.
No, I mean, on principle, don't fucking cut your hair. If you like it, then that's the only thing that matters. Another bitch will be into your weird, long Cinderella ass hair.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, yeah, what does that
My
go?
husband had longer hair than I did, and I had pretty long hair when I met him. He was in a band, though.
There you go. He should just join a band. We also don't know that he's not in a band.
I figure he would have mentioned it. I don't know.
I don't know. Pretty much everybody that's in a metal band will mention it to you. It's like veganism.
I don't know why he wouldn't. I think he isn't, because why hasn't he said it?
He's probably the bass player or something like that. It's embarrassing.
That's so cool.
No, it's not. You know it's not. It's embarrassing to say.
I'd rather be the drummer, honestly.
It's so much fun. Well, because if you're the drummer, you're in like 7 bands, and you're like, I don't care about my bands.
Yeah.
Drummers are weird people.
I usually blow it off and just laugh and tell her I won't cut it till the day I die. But the other day, she seemed extra determined to convince me to cut it, and it was really getting on my nerves. I tried to be firm but gentle and essentially say, look, it's not happening. Let's just drop it. But she kept pushing it. I lost my cool and I told her, if you hate my damn hair so much, you're free to leave. You
Nice.
know where the door is.
Woo! Woo!
I've had this hair since before I met you, and it seems I'll have it long after you're. I don't know why he has an accent.
Because he's awesome. Dude.
Long after you're gone. And stormed out. Now her friends are texting me saying I broke her heart for choosing my hair over her.
No, that rules. He should have just pointed at the door, rolled over, and gone to sleep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's how you handle it, fellas. Nope. He's a 100% in the right.
Yeah.
He handled it correctly. That's what you do. That's what you do. If you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah. And that if I loved her, I'd cut my hair to make it up to her.
Fuck that.
Wow. Just like hand her the hair. Is it like you could put it in a little gift box as an offering? That's really creepy.
No, what you ought to do is you ought to shave your head and then go and fucking blow your brains out with a shotgun in front of her. Like, well, no, he said he'd have it until the day that he died. She wanted the hair gone so bad.
Maybe she can get charged with a crime.
Yeah, send her to
like
jail.
that girl that like texted the dude to kill himself and then he killed himself.
Ah, yeah, she's so oddly hot.
They're making a movie about it.
Ah, they should. They should cast her in it. She's out of jail now.
I think they're casting someone that looks similar. I don't remember.
They should get young Christina Ricci.
How can they do that? They don't
would-
have a time machine.
Hey, idiot. They literally can do that now. Have you not seen The Irishman?
No.
Well, they did all the guys, but they did the AI shit on them
They
to
made
make
them younger?
young. Yeah, it looks weird. But yeah, they can do that now.
Why can't they do that to Gerard Way? He's looking really rough.
He's not an actor.
I don't care. They could
Well, they can't just do it
Do
to.
it.
Yeah, see, now
they
we're
just
coming.
fix him.
We're kind of coming back to you don't know the
There's
difference
a
between
scream
movies
at the concert
and
They could do
reality. Like, I'm like, they do this for movies, and you're like, they should do that for everybody. Like, what?
Not everybody, just Gerard Way.
Okay, well, they get
Very
fat.
depressing to me.
They can't all
He's
age
not
like Bob.
fat anymore.
Well, that's good.
He lost the weight. He's probably back on the coke, and that's why he lost all the weight.
Well, I mean, he's got to fit into those dresses now. But, you know,
Cute little cheerleader outfit.
it's not cute. It's weird. It's fucking bizarre.
Adorable. It
Nope.
would be adorable if he wasn't a 45-year-old man.
Even then, in today's context, it's not cool. It's,
No, it's
just
It's not even edgy anymore.
no,
it's very
it's
depressing.
just strange.
It's just an old man thinking he's still edgy. It's very sad.
I mean, I'm an edgy old man.
Yeah, but you're not going around in a cheerleading costume.
You're right, because they don't sell those at Hugo Boss.
Exactly. Am I the asshole for choosing my hair over my partner? I didn't make any negative comments on anything she chooses to do with her body, and I wish you'd have the same respect for me. No, you're fine, but I really feel like I don't understand how you put up with it for this long. Like, why is she even with you if she hates it that much?
I mean, I get
Like, I would
complaining
just-
about it, but like, it seems like it's kind of his dominant feature.
Yeah, no, right. So it's not like well, I hate dudes who wear pink. It's you don't wear pink anymore. Like I don't know. Like it's his hair.
I think he's
It's
in a
a-
band. I think he's in a band.
He's not. He can't.
What if he's just really into Skyrim? Just talks about lore all the time. I don't know. Yeah, no, I mean, he handled that the right way. You just go, listen here, cunt. You don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah, you can keep your hair and lose the girl. She sounds annoying.
Yeah, it didn't sound
So-
good. Didn't sound good.
What he should do is he could trim his hair. Like he could cut a foot off.
You
no
should do
problem.
that. Yeah, you should do that
Because
anyway.
It just is such a pain to have that long of hair.
No.
I feel like that would be.
I mean, yeah, he
And
should
then
do
it'll grow back.
but he can't do that now because then she wins.
No, well, it's just a little.
Nope, he can't do it now. He's got like he
You
has
know
to
what you
do it
should
now.
do? You could strangle her with your hair.
But yeah,
Not that I would ever advocate for doing something illegal or violent.
I yeah, I mean that is something that he could do. I don't know if that's helpful.
it's, it's,
Because you're definitely
it's physically possible.
he's definitely going to shave his head before the trial. So I don't think that helps him keep his hair.
Yeah. All right. Um, 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 let's see. We have got one more story we're going to do. A
Okay.
very quick one. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he's not child free?
I don't. Okay. What you to be like? Guess what? You have a kid. Like what? What does that mean?
You have a secret kid when no one ever told you
Yeah,
about.
I don't. What?
No, no. My brother, Brandon, is 16 and decided he is child free, which basically just means he doesn't want to be around our 4-year-old little cousin.
Oh well, yeah. You are just being a redditor. I,
Yeah. I might not even need to like read any more
no,
of
I
this.
get
It's
it.
just
He's just
such a funny concept to me. It's like there's just like these 16-year-olds on Reddit going, "I'm child free. That means I don't have to babysit ever
yeah.
again."
That's not.
Yeah. Like that's not what that means. It
Nope.
means something completely different.
Nope. Just means you're choosing not to have children. That's and
It
I.
doesn't mean that you kick every child you see in the face. Like what are you what?
Well, see, that's the problem I run into when I explain to people, like, I'm like, yeah, I would consider myself anti-natalist. Uh, that doesn't mean I hate children. It just means that people should probably stop having kids. Uh,
I I I get what you mean, but I think that a lot of the people that kind of latch on to these sort of ideas of being like child free, never having kids, and blah blah blah, like it's all just kind of an excuse to behave badly.
yeah, to never
Like a
grow
lot of
up.
things, like they don't believe in any sort of ideology around it. Not really. They're parroting a few things they've heard to justify the way they behave in everyday life, which is shitty.
Yeah, it's typically to never grow up or to be mean to children. Like, I have to be careful how I phrase this, but because I don't want people to clip it and make it sound out of context or shitty.
I think that there's a lot
I
of other
like
things
well,
that we
no,
should
no,
worry
well,
about with
no,
that
no.
first.
This is a. I like seeing the joy in children's faces around Christmas.
Right.
I've done tea parties with my friends' kids. You
You were
know.
gonna say I love watching children or something, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I gotta be careful about.
How do I say this? Yeah.
Um,
Tea parties and stuff. Yeah.
right. Like, I mean, if there's kids around, I'm the first guy to be like, "What are you up to, buddy?" Like, oh, you know, I love that, right?
Yeah.
But that's just because I like fun and happiness. Um, but fuck no, I don't ever want one of those little snot-nosed bastards running around. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and like all of the genetic defects that I you know, have and all of these things. It's like, how are you gonna? Well, I mean,
Looks
no,
like freaking Quasimodo over
yeah,
here.
that's not true at all. My hair, I'm having a bad hair day, but um, no, I mean, I
It's
just,
making like a heart
I
shape
know
almost.
it's not,
From a certain angle, it
it's
did look like it for a second.
it's not good. But yeah, I mean, you know, the moose is the master of the morning, so it does what it wants. But you know, I mean, like, how would I look a 16-year-old boy in the fucking eyes and not just apologize and go, yeah, I felt like that too, but I decided, let me bring you into the world anyway. Like, I needed something to feel. Like, that's insane. So that's why I consider myself an anti-natalist. I do not think that it's good to bring people into the world, life of suffering, yada, yada. Not that type of podcast. But these people will say, oh, I'm an anti-natalist. And they're like, kids are evil bastards. And I'm like, well, that's not true. They grow up to be evil adults. But they're not evil bastards. They're just kids. You just chill with hating kids. A
Yeah,
16-year-old
not
cannot be
wanting to
child-free.
No, and well, I mean, yeah, not at all. But also, yeah, just the idea that to raise children is difficult and not a stress I want in my life is just, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, well, you're a mom.
That's it.
I mean, you gotta hate your kids sometimes. You're a mom.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, that's what the ideology is. No, don't quote me. No, I love my children very much. But I mean, but honestly, I don't know if I would have been antinatalist or not if I hadn't, like, just had a prize. You
Yeah,
know, like, you can't really go back and,
yeah,
like, it's done. Like, I have kids now. Like, so who knows what I would have thought. I was pretty young. I hadn't really developed any opinions on it yet.
yeah.
But, like, I got kids. They're great. I love them very much.
And they're gonna live
They're
a hard
difficult.
fucking life.
I mean, I have 10 years. But it is what it is. I get to go to Vegas.
Oh
I'll go to
shit,
Vegas.
dude!
I'm going to
Really?
go to Vegas. It's literally the first time I will ever go on a vacation without kids and not tagging along following like my in-laws around and stuff. Like it's the first ever vacation where I'm not just like following behind all the people who are actually on vacation, taking care of the kids and keeping the kids out of their way because for some reason we needed to tag along. I don't know. Like that's
Dude,
usually what vacations are. I'm like the ninth wheel or whatever because the kids get way more attention and conversation than I do. That's for sure. You know, like nobody. I might as well not. I'm the nanny. Is what I'm saying. This is my first real vacation ever, basically.
the rules. Vegas is a great spot.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna stay at a fun hotel, and maybe I'll gamble, and I'll get like a crippling gambling addiction, and I'll have to like go to Vegas every month from now on. So I don't know how that works because like I don't know where all gambling is legal. How do you have a crippling gambling addiction if you don't live in a gambling place?
I, my buddy lives in Reno, so I do all my sports betting through him until they figure out the legal stuff on sports betting over here. But
I thought that was legal now.
it was supposed to
Sports betting
be.
specifically.
It was supposed to be. It's a whole fucking ordeal. It's state by state. But yeah. But yeah, that's how you end up with a gambling addiction. I love gambling. It's really
Right.
fun.
I just think it'll be fun to just kind of like walk around and pretend I'm gambling and they give me free drinks and I just kind of like am in the scene.
It's not the way
You
that
know what I
works.
mean?
It's not the way that works.
Well, I mean, I'll play a couple games, okay?
No. They got to see
I
you.
was reading reviews.
They got to see
for
you
the
playing the
casino.
games.
Yes, I'm gonna sit down and play a game of blackjack, and they're gonna give me a drink, and then I'll take a break and just like
Here's
be
the be-
part of the.
For
Yeah.
you and for everybody else that's listening, the best way to get the free drinks, go to the bar and where they have the video poker. Wait till the bartender comes over. Let her see you put $20 into the video poker machine. Order your drink. Play 2 or 3 hands just for $1 or whatever it is until she comes back. Cash out.
Okay,
That's how you do it. That's how you can get the free drinks and not spend a bunch of money.
there we go. That's fine.
I know how to get around the casino.
Well, maybe I should get you to give me some tips. We'll see. But no, it's gonna be fun and great. I don't know why I was talking about that. Where were we? Oh, I only read the first 2 sentences. We have we have we have dinner at our grandparents every other weekend together with all our aunts, uncles, and cousins. It's funny because I was just like turned my head and smashed my nose into the microphone. Like it's just a mess over here. Just like I can't keep it away from anything. I hit
Fucking-
it on the door frame earlier. I'm not joking. I hit my nose on the door frame earlier.
How do
It's
you-
just
like
in
it's
the way.
it's one thing to to manage having a battleship ass nose, right? It's another to be 37 years old like you are and not
I am not.
and not know how to manage it by now.
I like that I get older every time you say how old I am.
Well, of course you get older. It's time.
It's not quite what I'm. We have dinner at our grandparents every weekend together with all our aunts, uncles, and cousins. Brandon never liked our little cousin. And recently he decided that means he doesn't have to talk to her or acknowledge her existence at all.
Sure, you're 16. You don't really have to, but
Yeah, you don't have to. Child free means that just they don't exist.
yeah, that's insane.
Brandon will 100% ignore her, and if she keeps trying to talk to him, he will stand up and go to another room.
I mean,
It's really rude.
well, that's rude, but also how old is this kid?
16. Oh, 4. She's 4.
Oh, you can ignore 4-year-olds. I mean, who cares? It's rude, but they'll get over it. They're 4. They're literally not going to remember that.
Yeah, maybe so. The parents don't really. It's not good to. If I was his mother, I would be upset with him
Yeah,
for it. You
and
know.
clearly, I'm sure the mom is upset. And she's like,
Yeah.
there's no reason to be a fucking asshole.
The parents don't really care about it. They're usually busy with talking to each other and us and don't pay attention. Last weekend, Brandon was ignoring our little cousin once again. She was showing him her drawing. When he stood up and went away,
Okay,
she started crying.
but to be fair, dude, and listen, your kids aren't here. When a 4-year-old shows you their fucking drawing, all you could, I mean, are you ever going like, this is fucking brilliant?
Actually, so 3 or 4 is when they start drawing more like representational drawings, like instead of scribbles, you've got a head and a face
Yeah, I get
and like
that.
legs and stuff. So it is exciting when it's your own child because it's like a cognitive and muscle development milestone.
Yeah, it's neat.
Like my 3.5-year-old has recently started drawing like actual people, and that's like a big deal. So you're excited. But yeah, when they've given you 20 pieces of paper that day because you were excited the first time, you're just like, yeah, I love it. Thanks, honey, and don't even look at it. Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, your kid could hand me just a drawing and be like, this is me and my family. And I would go, that's fantastic, buddy. You're a really good artist. I don't mean any of that. I like, if I'm trying to like do a 16-year-old Facebook or whatever they use, TikTok updates or whatever, right?
They still use Snapchat too.
Yeah, I don't trust that. But I'm not a parent, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's where Chris D'Elia is like hitting on your fucking kids.
No, there's some bad stuff going on. Like there's literally been no. Okay, that's maybe too
my
specific.
my whole point is
location.
4-year-olds don't typically draw that many interesting things.
Yes,
Unless
yeah,
they're
yeah.
accidentally penises, like they're not good. They're like, I drew scissors, and it's like, you sure
Yeah, but
did.
it's just like you. You just tell them they did a good job, and that gets them out of your hair a lot easier than making them throw a tantrum
Right, but I mean, they come
by
back
insulting
every.
them or standing up and walking
What?
away.
Why would you insult a 4-year-old? I can't imagine it would be like, and your fucking clothes look gay
Well,
as
he's
shit.
just ignoring her. But I think that it would actually serve Brandon better also for him to just say, oh, yeah, that's great. Thanks for showing me. Because then he won't have to hear her screaming and crying when he leaves.
He's 16. He's
Yeah.
also a child.
No, okay, listen. When I was 16, I knew to be polite to children and
Sure.
to be like catering to children.
Well, look where that landed you.
Yeah.
Catering to children your whole life.
I mean, they'll grow up eventually.
And then you'll cry about that too.
So I'll cry. I'm going to be an empty nester and I'm going to go, I look like the crypt keeper.
Oh, and that'll be
Because
true.
I'm old now.
We'll still be doing this stupid ass fucking podcast.
I really wonder, will we be doing this?
Hopefully people will listen by then. We gotta do better episodes than this one though. This one's a stinker.
We're doing fine. This is fine.
This is
We're doing
episode
fine,
50.
okay?
It's a stinker.
He said he was child free and he doesn't have to engage with children if he doesn't want to. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, basically, she called him out for it and told him that that's not what that means, and
Yeah.
you can't just be mean. That's really it. But yeah, no, I think it's just really funny to me that there's these kids going on Reddit and being like, "Yeah, I'm child free. I don't have to babysit my sister anymore." Like, like what?
No, it's a fucking nightmare, actually, when you think about
Yeah.
it. The damage that Reddit has done.
Problem. We should destroy Reddit. That should be the goal of the show, is to taunt them into submission.
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but no, that's necessarily the route I want to take the show, but
Yeah, maybe. All right, everybody. I think that we might be out of time for today, but guess what? Guess what? I have good news. If you want to keep listening and you can't get enough of our wonderful voices and beautiful musical laugh, They're real pleasant to hear. I'm sure. You can go to patreon.com/here to help podcast and subscribe for as little as $1. But don't forget that if you subscribe to the $25 tier, you could get a drawing commission from me, Abigail herself.
And then you can look at it and you can go, wow, that's really good. We're going to put that
great.
right on here on the fridge.
You can put it on the fridge. It's going to be great. Okay. Anyway, you can reach us on Twitter. Oh, the bonus episodes are released on Mondays.
Yes.
Mondays, 3 or 4 times a month. A few times it's been 3. Usually it's 4 times a month. You can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbby and at one and only Bryden. Do you have any plugs today, Bryden?
No, I mean, just check out the channel this is on for live stuff. Sometimes it's DJing, sometimes I'll play video games. Thinking of, I wonder if I uploaded the last episode on Rumble. I fucking forget. But yeah, if anybody has any idea what I can stream on that's not YouTube, at fuck Odyssey, and I've been off DLive for a while. Odyssey just stinks. If anybody has any ideas who doesn't
people
do...
are just using Rumble right now.
Yeah, but I'm worried they might do DMCA takedowns, because a lot of what I do is, like, I'll just watch an entire episode of the Brady Bunch and go, like, oh, fucking Marsha's gay, what a lesbo, or, like, you know, just that shit.
Fun.
Yeah, it was fun, but I haven't done one since August. I still get DMCA takedowns that often, like, 6 months ago, were reversed just for the songs from the DJing. So I'm really trying to get away from YouTube for that shit. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know.
Yep. Everybody let him know. Okay, everybody, don't forget that when the nuclear bombs rain down on your heads, we will keep you safe. We will protect you with our advice or something.
I think you just get under a school desk.
Maybe so.
I mean, that's what they said last time. So I don't know. I don't know if that was ever going to work, but they said to do that. So
I think it's just false hope. There's also, like, if you could find, like, English ads from the Cold War era where they're saying, what you need to do when you hear the siren is pile up all of these sandbags around all the walls of your house, and also have a room in the center of your house with no windows or anything, and barricade that with boards. And I'm sitting here thinking, the, like, 5-10 minutes is enough time to barricade my entire home around the outside with sandbags.
Well, no, I mean, you got to think, in the USSR there was plenty of sandbags. That's what they ate.
Yeah, but no, physically you cannot surround it. It doubles as a food source for when you get out. The radiation will make it crispy. You get rice cakes or something.
Nah, it's horrifying stuff. I never once thought about the fact that the USSR was totally running those same ads where they're like, I don't know, they might nuke us.
Yeah. Oh, seems like they're trying to scare people about it again, but whatever.
No, this might actually happen
this time. Can do. Well, I mean, it could always have happened, I guess.
No. Last time it was this idea of mutually assured destruction. This time, both sides are saying, you are god-awful evil and must be toppled. So our best hope is that Putin dies of natural causes. But that might even push into war. No, this is far scarier this time.
Well, my point ultimately is that you will not have time to strengthen your walls with a bunch of boards and surround your house with sandbags. So just don't worry about it. Listen to Here to Help and get ready to die. Goodbye, everyone.